Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to NMI Sport Report. Had to do a quick video, hop on for you guys. I wanted to cover some of the games. It's going to be a quick yap sesh, probably about a 15, 20-minute pod today. Don't have any of the other boys on, kind of a late night thing for me, but I had to record on Wagon Wednesday. I just decided I will be growing out this goatee until I have a losing week betting. Right now, I'm getting my ass handed to me, absolutely handed to me in fantasy. It's not looking good at all. I don't know how I'm going to turn my season around at this rate. I'm thinking about just tanking, clearing house, selling all the guys on the team for draft picks, and biting the bullet because right now I have one league that I'm down 3-6, and I'm in 10th place out of 12 people. And the other one, it's not looking good either. I'm 4-5, eighth place out of 10 people. So at the moment, not doing great. Might just have to clean house. Might just get draft picks for my guys because right now it's not looking like a good season. I mean, there's a chance I could turn it around, maybe squeak playoffs, but with the teams that I have, I should be doing a lot better. Right now, I'm not, and it's kind of embarrassing. Starting to hate fantasy, but everything else is firing. Just picked up another bookie over the weekend, and he's now in Rat Piss as well. So doing pretty good on the sports bets. If you guys are not following me yet on NMI Sport Report on Instagram or on my Twitter, I post my bets. You can also text me if you have my number or contact me, DM me on any of the social platforms, and I'll give you bets because I've been hot. I had a 9-2 day yesterday. Monday night, looking like I was going to be swimming, maybe backstroking and piss. But I came back, hit a Chiefs live money line, and we've all seen that before. Like, come on, what are we doing? You really thought the Chiefs were going to lose to the Buccaneers. I could have called that. The coin toss, Baker Mayfield's a little upset about, and I would be too, because there's three things guaranteed in life: death, taxes, and Patrick Mahomes overtime. So if you didn't see that coming, I don't know what to tell you. Besides fantasy, I'll pivot, talk about some of the games from last week. I covered a handful of them on last week's episode, and it was also kind of a quick one. I think I was also feeling a little down under the weather. Just had two back to back bender weekends, had to celebrate all the good that's come out of my betting. But yeah, fantasy, also drinking those sorrows away because gosh damn, that was a horrible performance and horrible season so far. We still got games left, but we'll see what we can do. I got about 7 or 8 games that I might be able to come back on, but it's not looking pretty. So I might just clean house. Let me know what you guys think because if that might be the best option, if I can just pull off like a last place, get some draft picks and get the new guys, I might just have to do it because I'm starting to backstroke and piss, and I don't know. It's not looking great. Talk about some of the NFL games from Sunday. I did make a little bit of coin. Shout out Christian with that teaser. He spoon fed me a teaser. It was the Packers, which I hopped on too late to get them 10.5 or 11. I got them 10, so it was a wash on that one. I had the Patriots plus 10.5, plus 10 or plus 10, 13. That was free. The Cardinals were teased. I believe the Dolphins were teased at plus 13. And there was one more on there. Can't remember. It might have been the Eagles, but shout out Christian. Made me some coin on Sunday with that teaser. I also hit a couple of straight bets, and I did hit a play of my own. The Browns, their ass. Jameis Winston fooled us by beating the Ravens the week before, and they got their ass handed to them by the Chargers. 27-10. Did not see that coming. I'm pretty upset about that. I thought the Browns would at least try to cover at least 8 points. I did take them on a straight bet, plus 2.5, and boy, was that a Hall of Fame shit wager. I also took them plus 8 on a teaser, and again, Hall of Fame shit wager. The Browns are officially on the no bet list again. I did take them off because of Jameis Winston, and I sold. I should not have taken them off the no bet list. I will update you guys right now on the no bet slash ban list. Right now, it's uh, it's a lot of teams. There's a lot of teams on that no bet slash ban list. One of them for sure is the Denver Nuggets. I don't know if you guys have been following basketball, but they have sold me a couple times now, and I'm over it. So I I don't know about you guys. I'm staying off the Denver Nuggets for the rest of the season. Um, we had a couple different games that I was worried about. The Bills Dolphins game, I straight bet the Bills -6.5 or -6. They didn't cover. Dolphins played a great game though. The over hit. The Panthers, congratulations. We'll clap it up for them real quick. They got the Saints head coach Dennis Allen fired. I kind of saw that coming, but I thought it was going to be Doug Peterson this week, and maybe we see Doug Peterson next week. But the Eagles, Saquon Barkley, play of the year. Let's clap it up for Saquon. Backwards hurdle. That was the most insane football play I think I've ever seen. Imagine seeing it live. The grown men that play football on his sideline, his teammates, were probably had the same reaction I did. That was unreal. Drake May, he's a game changer. I have him on one of my fantasy teams at the moment, and he's starting to pick it up. I'm loving the Patriots football. It's fun to watch now. The only sad thing is we still don't have great receiving core, great running backs, or great O line. The offense definitely needs some work, but Drake May is the answer. He might be better than Jaden Daniels. He's for sure better than Caleb Williams. He is the truth. The guy is the white Mike Vick. And I don't know about you, but I'm very proud of how he played that game. He had that last minute touchdown to send them to overtime, which was awesome. And unfortunately, couldn't squeak it out. Titans won, but they did cover the regular spread +3.5. So congrats to the Patriots. The Bears, dog shit. Caleb Williams, the guy had a 50% completion percentage, no passing touchdowns, no interceptions, a 68 passer rating. I'm all out on Caleb Williams. He will also enter the no bet list probably for the rest of the season. The Cardinals, Kyler Murray. I thought he was going to be grinding out Black Ops 2 double XP weekend. I thought for sure the Bears had a chance. They smoked, absolutely smoked the Bears. The Bears, I think they need a tank for another draft pick or something. Although they just spent all that money on that team that I don't know what to do at this point. I don't know if it's a coaching issue or what it is, but the Bears did not look good. The Ravens, the revenge game after getting beat by the Browns, took it out on the Broncos. Unfortunately, 41-10. Could have told you that spread was going to cover. I think it was like -9.5. I'm still alive in my suicide league. We had 3 different picks this week. 2 people took the Ravens. 1 person, I believe, took the Lions. Not 100% sure. And I took the Vikings. I by far took the riskiest pick of the week. I thought the Vikings were really going to sell out and lose to the Colts. That was a scary game. And the cherry on top of that, I couldn't even watch the game. I was over at the Ducks game losing so much coin on the Ducks. I thought Ducks Blackhawks. I thought the Ducks were free that game. Unfortunately, $75 live bet, and I donated. I should have just given it to my brother for beers or paid for an extra ticket for somebody or given it to a homeless guy. But instead, I donated. That was not a good bet. I still went up this week, so I can't be that mad about it, but it wasn't a great bet, and I got to stay away from the Ducks the rest of the season. They might be an auto fade, might be a wagon for the rest of the season to just bet against them. So we'll stay tuned on that. College basketball started this week. Hold on, let me take a quick sip of my Yappuccino. College basketball this week. Oh my gosh. I have been on a heater. Yesterday, gave out a couple plays. Tuesday, when it started, gave out a couple. Or Monday, when it started, gave out a couple plays. I have not missed in college basketball yet. And I hope to continue this run. It's generational. I don't know what's going on, but college basketball made me a lot of coin this week already. The Chiefs gave me a lot of coin. They're still undefeated. Let me set the Yappuccino down real quick. We'll clap it up for them. Congrats to the Chiefs. I don't know what's going on over there in Kansas City, but DeAndre Hopkins had an insane game. Don't know how he did it, but he compared himself to Randy Moss, which nowhere near Randy Moss, but congratulations to the Chiefs. I got to give credit where credit's due. I don't think there was any more spectacular matchups that I could talk about. I mean, the Cowboys, if you guys haven't heard, they're not making the playoffs. If you didn't already figure it out last week or the weeks prior, I'm here to tell you the Cowboys ain't making it. If you're a Cowboys fan, I'm sorry. Pick a different team until Jerry Jones gets fired. That's what I have to do currently for the Lakers. I've loved the Lakers my whole life, but LeBron joined the team, and now I'm a anything but the Lakers fan. So whatever team wins the playoffs, I'm rooting for. So at the moment, if you're a Cowboys fan, just do it. I would say hop off the Jerry Jones train. I don't care how long you've been a fan for or how dedicated you are. It's not worth it. Get off the train now. Wait till Jerry's gone. Wait till that team turns around. And then you could say you've always been a Cowboys fan. But for right now, go get someone else's jersey. The Commanders in your division, they're doing great. Jaden Daniels, can't not root for the guy. Just switch over to the dark side. Or if you don't want to be divisional, go ahead and take the Lions. I think the Lions. Or if you don't even want to be in the NFC, I would say go with the Ravens. But just pick a different team because I'm sorry, the Cowboys fans, it's not looking great right now. The Bengals, they've been so hit or miss. They lose one week, win the next. They did beat the brakes off the Raiders this week, but that just rolls me into this week. Tomorrow, we have the Bengals versus the Ravens. I'm still very high on the Ravens winning the Super Bowl. I don't care about the Lions. They still need a little bit more time. I think it's the Ravens' year. They're playing the Bengals tomorrow. Bengals Ravens in Baltimore. Baltimore's favored by 6 points. I think I've seen it go all the way to 7 points, and it cuts 1 point and some steam back down to 6 points. So we'll see how that goes. I right now only have one bet open. Placed it about a day or two ago, and I did post it on our Instagram. It's a teaser that follows as this. I have the Cincinnati Bengals plus 12. There's no way they lose by more than 12 points. I have the total going over 47 points. I think believe it was at 53. Both these teams have been putting generational numbers up on offense, so I think that over 47 might be free. I also have the Falcons plus 2.5, the Chargers minus 1.5, and the Dolphins plus 8.5. If that misses, if it misses tomorrow, I should say, I'm going to be pissed. Let's make it to Sunday. I think I have a Thursday night game. I have a Sunday morning game, Sunday afternoon. I don't have a Sunday night spot. I think I have a Monday spot. So we got to make it all the way till Monday. It's a week-long teaser that I did place. So if you guys are wanting to, go ahead and look at the Instagram. I'll definitely post it again before Sunday, but getting in on that. We do have some interesting matchups going in on Sunday. The Patriots Bears. I'm really rooting for the Patriots here. I think they might be able to get job done, and Bears might lose. We do have a World War II revenge game being sent to Germany. Giants versus the Panthers. Just absolute shit mid-off that is being sent and being played in Germany. I do believe it's revenge from World War II, but only time can tell. We're sending over our two worst NFL teams to Germany to play a game and have the fans watch that. Good luck. We have the Bills versus the Colts. I think Bills might have to be my suicide or survivor league pick this week, although they're only favored by 4 points, which scares me. So we'll see about that. The Vikings Jaguars game, Minnesota's only favored by 4.5 points. All these short lines this week is very scary. I'm thinking it might start turning around to being like week 1, week 2, when we had a lot of upsets. Broncos Chiefs. Chiefs are definitely going undefeated this season. They have one of the easiest schedules to come. They play the Broncos, and then they move on to the Bills, Panthers, Raiders in November. And then December, we see the Chargers, Browns, Texans, Steelers, and January, the Broncos again. The only thing I'd be worried about is maybe the Steelers. If the Texans can get healthy, that could be a scary matchup too. And then possibly the Bills. Everything else should be free. They might go maybe 14-3, but they are going to make the playoffs. So congrats to the Chiefs. There's no way that they don't at this rate unless Mahomes gets hurt. We have Kirk. It's not Kirktober anymore versus the Saints this week. Should be free on the Falcons money line. But again, it's only a 4-point spread, which is weird. 49ers versus the Buccaneers. 49ers favored by 6 points, but we know how they're the fourth quarter choke artists, and CMC might be back. If you have CMC in fantasy, you might as well start him this week. And if you have Sleeper specifically as a fantasy app, you can set an auto sub. So if he doesn't play, at least you have a backup plan. If not, keep your eyes peeled and definitely see if he's starting this week because he might go off. Guy just got 2 bionic Achilles put in his legs, and I think he might rush for 150 yards, 3 tutties. So I think it's worth putting in Christian McCaffrey this week. Let me get another sip of the Appuccino. We also have Steelers Commanders. Steelers just made a lot of moves this week. Going to be interesting to see what's going to happen with the Steelers. They just picked up Mike Williams off the Jets. They just picked up a couple other picks. We just had trade deadline, I believe, yesterday or 2 days ago. And there's been some interesting moves around the league. Specifically, the Lions picking up a defensive end. Who didn't see that coming? We have, moving on from Texans, or the Steelers and Commanders, we have Titans Chargers. I really like the Chargers this week, but every time I bet on them, they do horrible. So I do have them -1.5. Spread's currently sitting at 7.5. So we'll see how that goes. Jets Cardinals 1-point spread. I think the Jets may be able to turn their season around, but it starts with the Cardinals, and the Cardinals have been on a generational run. Aaron Rodgers and the Jets need to hope that Kyler Murray is playing Black Ops 6 and he's not playing football. So we'll see how that matchup goes, but I'm very high on the Cardinals, the way they've been playing. And I did say that in one of our first episodes of the season that I like the Cardinals this season. I think they're going to be great. Eagles Cowboys might be free with the Eagles. Saquon Barkley's playing unreal. Jalen Hurts is being carried by his offense. He's not a great quarterback, but he is being carried by the guys. And we have a awesome game, prime time Sunday night, Lions Texans. That is going to be an insane game. I still think the Lions win and they cover that 3.5 spread, but Texans are wearing the all red chrome jerseys against the Lions. And I don't know. This is going to be a great game, great matchup, great primetime spot, I hope. And Monday night, we move to the Dolphins-Rams. With Tua back right now, Dolphins should beat the Rams easily, but we'll see. The Rams have been pulling off some sneaky W's against some good teams, and I just don't know what to think. NHL right now, pivoting off of football, kind of weird reads. I'm still very high on the Stars winning the Stanley Cup. I know we're still early in the season, but I have been making some coin. Did pitch a couple plays yesterday. It was a get-back spot from losing so much on Sunday to the Moose Shit Ducks. But Ovechkin has been on an absolute tear, scoring a goal in the last 6 or 7 games. The Golden Knights have been great. There's been some great teams. We only had a small slate today, but I believe tomorrow there is a full slate of games. We have a total of 12 NHL games tomorrow. And I just love hockey. It's a great sport. It's very interesting. I'd rather watch it over some of the other ones, but we have sports just firing on all cylinders. It's hard for me to watch NHL, NFL, NBA, college football, and college basketball. But NHL, we do have some possible bets for tomorrow, so reach out or follow us on Instagram because I will be posting those. We do have an NHL Sharp on the team. Patrick, he knows his NHL. He did help me on my 9-2 card yesterday. My only 2 losses were the Wild and the Lightning, but Lightning, they were going to win. And honestly, if the Blues didn't have a guy go out of the game with a puck to the neck, I still think the Lightning would have won, but the Blues had some momentum going in after that. The Wild got absolutely smoked by the Kings, 5-1. Absolutely embarrassing. Might be up there with Hall of Fame shit wager of the year. Another drink of the Yappuccino. NBA, we did have a pretty big slate today. Hopefully, make a little bit of coin. I'm still waiting on this Ryder versus San Diego game. I do have Ryder +3, and they're up by 6. Not going to count my chickens until I get them, but 8 minutes left, and they're firing right now. College basketball, like I said, I've been on an absolute tear. I love that it's back. We did have some action today in college football. We're going to have Tuesday, Wednesday games, and then obviously NFL Mondays, Thursdays. We do have college football on Fridays, ranked teams and regular teams, and Saturdays as well. So we have football 7 days a week between college and NFL. The playoffs should be starting soon for college, which is very exciting. We're weeks away from this 12-team college playoffs that they just created for this year. Basketball also firing, I believe, besides yesterday with no games on, they do have games almost every day, which is awesome. That midseason tournament should be starting here soon. NHL firing, we have games every day on that as well. So just stay tuned. We're in an exciting time of sports right now. Again, fantasy, I'm all out. I think I'm just going to sell my teams for draft picks at this point because not going anywhere. There's a possibility to make playoffs, but I'd have to go win out the next 5 games minimum. So unless I go on a generational run, it might be over for me. Survivor League, we do have only 4 people left, and we've had the same 4 for about 4 weeks now. I need someone to get knocked out just so I'm guaranteed money. There's 3 prizes. I believe there's a 1,400, a 500, and a 200 prize. But to even be guaranteed, I need one person knocked out. So let's hope this Sunday we see at least one fall, if not all but me. And we'll just keep going, keep riding on that. Sports betting, I might be a DGen, but I do have 2 bookies now. But it helps out because I can take different bets on different things. Firing on prize picks, I did hit a prize pick slip tonight, which was awesome. Made another $25 on that. And then the book, hopefully we see Ryder beat San Diego, and I go up on the book as well. And I might be done for the week, but that's not true. I still will be betting some football. We have football tomorrow. It might just be NFL for the rest of the week for me, but we'll have to wait and see because I can't just do that. But so far, so good as far as sports are going. Hopefully, I plan this right and I get some boys on next week. I know you guys are tired of hearing me just yap for 20 to 30 minutes, and I do apologize. I know we do have guys that can argue with me about different takes and different things. We have more outlooks on fantasy teams. We do have other things going on. And for me to just yap for 30 minutes, I know some of you don't like it, but hear me out. We're trying to work on a schedule right now. I definitely need to change days. We're either going to do Saturdays or Sundays to record videos because I think it works with everyone's schedule. Right now, I just record them on about Tuesdays or Wednesdays, and half the time they can't even do them on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, so it kind of depends. Hoping to get a schedule nailed down to where everyone, or at least me and someone else, can do them. I haven't heard from Nick, Brandon, and Patrick, and so hopefully I can talk to them and get a set schedule so we can actually do this. But again, I had to come on tonight, had to drop an episode, had to talk to you guys about how the week's going. Again, we're doing the goatee until I pay the bookie. The bookies right now are down bad. I haven't paid a bookie in about 3 months. So this thing hopefully gets fatter and fatter. Not going to cut it until that happens. We are buzzing though. Sports, everything. Only thing that's pissing me off that I'm backstroking and pissing is fantasy. So let me know if I should sell the team or what I should do. I'm looking like the Panthers. I'm looking like the Saints. I'm looking like the Patriots. It's just not looking good in fantasy. But Survivor, we're buzzing. Books, we're buzzing. Everything, we're pretty much buzzing. Again, follow us on socials, at Dylan Code on Twitter and at NMI Sport Report on Instagram. I do post bets daily. You can also DM us for picks. All the picks are free. Not going to withhold anything because, not going to lie, we do lose sometimes, but not all the time. if you have our numbers, Patrick, Brandon, Dylan, or Nick, we all will text you back with picks because we're all hitting right now. This is a great time of the year where there's plenty of sports on. If you need NHL help, hit Patrick. If you need football help or college basketball help right now, hit me. And the NBA and college basketball scene, maybe even college football, NFL, hit Brandon. We all pretty much know ball. If you need fantasy help, don't take it from me because I'm doing horrible, but I believe that Patrick and Brandon are doing great in both leagues. So definitely hit them up because they'll help you out with fantasy. Don't take anything from me. And Nick Kelly. Nick has 2 last place teams in our league. So Nick and I are getting smoked in fantasy. But again, thanks for listening today. Again, just a short episode. Had to come on and cover some of the slates coming up, cover some of the sports, let you guys know what's going on. Weekly episodes. Again, we're trying to figure out the day for those episodes, either Saturdays or Sundays, so we can get all the boys on, or if not some, because I'm tired of yapping. Drink one more sip of the Yappuccino, and I'm out. Thank you guys.